Okay, my name is Vincent Monticello, M-O-N-T-I-C-E-L-L-O. I'm a lieutenant, and I'm also Officer Anthony Augustine's commanding officer on the 3rd Platoon. 1 week ago tonight, Officer Augustine was shot in the line of duty by a violent felony offender who had a long criminal history. Officer Augustine was airlifted to Upstate University Hospital here in Syracuse, New York. Today, Officer Augustine is discharged from the hospital and is on his way home. Officer Augustine's survival would not have been possible without the life-saving treatment he received in the field by his fellow officers, as well as paramedics from Bangs Ambulance, who were on scene within minutes of the shooting. Officer Augustine's life-saving treatment continued when LifeNet 78, which is a medical helicopter out of Sydney, New York, flew into Ithaca and flew him to Upstate University Hospital. During Officer Augustine's stay here in Syracuse, members of the Ithaca Police Department and the Augustine family were provided local support by the Syracuse Police Department at the direction of Syracuse Police Chief Frank Fowler. We thank the men and women of the Syracuse PD, as well as the men and women of our agency, for providing around-the-clock coverage here at the hospital for Officer Augustine. On behalf of the members of the Ithaca Police Department and the Augustine family, a heartfelt thank you goes out to the members of Bangs Ambulance, Ithaca, New York, LifeNet 78, Sydney, New York, and the nurses and physicians at University Hospital here in Syracuse for the excellent medical care he received. They saved his life. The Ithaca Police Department would also like to thank the members of the community who offered support and prayers for Officer Augustine and his family. In addition to the City of Ithaca Fire Department, who provided on-scene assistance that night last week, we also thank the following resources that were provided to us that night. Onondaga County Sheriff Air 1 here in Syracuse, as well as New York State Police Aviation here in Syracuse, responded to the scene within 1 hour. They helped us with air support and providing perimeter control over the area. We also had assistance from the New York State Police Ithaca, New York State Police Horseheads, New York State Police Forensic Evidence Unit, New York State Police Employees Assistance Unit, as well as members of the Tompkins County Sheriff, Portland County Sheriff, both K-9 units, Cuba Heights Police, Trumansburg, New York Police, Cornell University Police, and Ithaca College Police Department. We thank all those agencies for their support.
Lieutenant, his wound was that grave that he was actually really in danger of losing?
Yes. One of the paramedics from Bangs Ambulance had recently undergone combat wound training, and as a result, between that and a medical gauze called Quick Clot, that was used in the field that night by the paramedics, which saved his life.
He was bleeding out.
He was bleeding.
So today he's being released. How's he doing?
He's doing well. He continues to recover, and we expect he'll make a full recovery.
What is the department's what does the department think about what's going on here with this Mr. Booker? It turns out that he has been apparently released because of a legal technicality over.
Well, we're obviously, we're upset with that decision. We feel it's a bad decision. I know the DA is actually appealing that, and maybe that question should be asked to the judge who made that decision and why it was made.
But he should have been in prison, or
yeah, absolutely.
I can hear the emotion in your voice when you talk about what happened that night. What does it mean to have him come home and look like he'll make a full recovery?
It's been an emotional roller coaster all week, and actually our agency, we've taken a beating over the last couple of years. We've had 5 attacks on our police officers in about 2.5 years, from assaults, arsons, shootings. It's just been a tough year for us, tough couple of years.
People don't associate Ithaca with that kind of violence.
No.
So what do you make of it?
I think it's just the times that we're in right now. But you got to credit the men and women of our agency. We've been through some tough times. We've suffered some budget cuts as a result of the current fiscal situation. But they continue to do the job day in and day out.
Now he suffered some vision impairment and some lack of motion in his hand and arm because of the stroke. Do you expect that will be a full recovery? He'll be able to come back to you?
We hope that. He's a great officer. He's great to work for. I want him back on my platoon, so we look forward to him coming back to work.
Anything to say about just all the agencies here today, a dozen from 3 different counties?
We're like one big family, and it really helps when we have that much support from all the different agencies, and not only the law enforcement community, but the emergency medical community, the fire departments, the Patriot Guard. It really means a lot to us.
Has he talked to you? How's he doing?
He's doing well.
What has he been saying?
He wants to get home.
Well, he's on his way.
Right.
How's his family doing?
They're holding up as best that you can expect. So, just keep them in your thoughts and prayers as we continue on.
Do they accept the fact that this guy goes out every day, as all police officers do, and face the unexpected?
We all do that. We all expect that. We know the danger of the job, but in this particular case, this individual should not have been on the street.
He's a 5-year veteran of the force.
Yeah, 5.5-year veteran. He's 44 years of age.
So he's been on the force for about 5 years. You've gotten to work with him. Tell me what he's like as an officer and out in the streets.
He's just a fun guy. He likes being out there. He's very professional, very proactive. He's a great member of the team.
When Booker showed up in court yesterday, the photograph that showed up in the Ithaca Journal showed a man who was smiling at the camera and all that. What does that do to you?
I think that says a lot for his character.
What did it do to the department when they saw that?
It upsets you, but we hope that the judicial system plays out and that he's tried, convicted, and sentenced to prison for a long period of time.